Hey Sally, you may be the first person I met or we met together, at least on paper, in 1997 when my paperwork came across your desk here at the Synod office when you were working on the Synod staff. And I ended up interviewing at your congregation in Conroe and becoming a member there. And I am mindful of a number of things, that you used to be the secretary there, and that you were quite involved, had your daughters in youth programs and so on and so forth. And I also remember that you used to, besides being secretary there, helped out in a myriad of ways. I'm also mindful that you did not process stuff going on in the Synod office at the congregation, and you didn't process stuff going in the congregation in the Synod office, and that showed incredible boundaries. This is a congregation where you were baptized along with your daughter. I remember that your daughter Kathleen was our best babysitter ever, all time, and you know that really well. That your daughter married our youth director. I'm mindful of then becoming bishop and working with you in the Synod office in a number of different ways, and how much I've really enjoyed working with you. I would say there are three things that come to mind when I think about working with you. The first is how low anxiety you are about things most of the time, that you just have a calm, easygoing, friendly spirit. Second, that you're like hyper-organized and detail-oriented, which comes in really handy in a Synod office. And third, your faith and your love of the church, which are so eminent. So I love you and I appreciate working with you.
Hey Sally, here I sit in my office struggling to accomplish the most mundane administrative tasks and thinking about how valuable your ministry has been over the many years. It's not only your ability and your skill level, but it's also your personality and your passion and your generosity. Make you and your ministry such a valuable gift that you have given to the church these many years. And I wish I was there to celebrate with you upon your retirement, or second or third retirement, or whatever it is up to now. And I wish you nothing but the best as you enter into this new phase of ministry in the world.
Hi Sally, it's so good to hear that you're retiring. I know that you'll be able to enjoy life and the grandbabies and all that, and it's so much fun to work with you in Disciple Project and at the monthly Youth Ministry Network meetings. Really enjoyed all that you brought, the gifts, the skills, and just your sense of God's love in the world. Happy retirement and congratulations.
Hey Sally, it was really a lot of fun working for you. You know where all the bodies are buried, and you were always laughing about them, and you were so diligent and so helpful. Okay. You could not possibly have done that lead restructuring of the books project without your help. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I hope that the next person, Loa, is half as good as you are.
Sally, I really appreciate everything you've done here in the Synod office and in our community. I have deeply appreciated your cooking, and I have appreciated the amount of love you show my own children when we come by and stop at your house. I will miss you, and I hope that retirement brings you some joy.
Hey everyone! So I am so excited to be able to send this message, even though I wish I could be there with you in person, but I just want to say that I am so grateful for you, Sally, and for the work that you have done and for the role that you played in my life, both personally and professionally. I am excited as you get ready for this next stage and chapter in your life, and I'm just so very grateful for the woman of God that you are and the ways that you have walked with me. I think back to my time on the Synod staff and my time with you and Peggy and the triad that we made and the team that we were. And everything that I am today is because of that time. And it wasn't just because of the ways that I was called into leadership, but it was more because of the women that supported and nurtured me. So Sally, I thank God for your support, for your gift of administration in detail, for the ways in which you always had a positive word and message to share. You are just such a mothering spirit, and I so sincerely appreciated that and needed that at that time of my life. I think about the woman you are, the mother, the wife, the sister, the daughter, and all of the people that you care for and the ways that you've done that over the years. And I just thank God for you. And so at this, your retirement, at this, the next phase and stage in your life, please know that I always thank God and remember you in my prayers as I think about the love that you shared and the ways that you have given to the ministry of this church, and for the person that you are. And so I love you, and I hope that you are having an amazing time and that you are just surrounded with love on this day.
Sally had said that the difference between success and significance is this. Success is when you accomplish something that makes a difference in your life, and significance is when you accomplish something that makes a difference in the lives of others. As I consider the work that you've done over your years with the Synod, you have truly been significant. On behalf of myself, Luther Hill, the children of the Synod, and all the people and lives you've touched, thank you.
Hey Sally, I was just thinking about your retirement and a quote came to mind. It says, "The harder you work, the harder it is for them to replace you." And if that's true, and I know that it is, you are going to be sorely missed. Nobody was more willing to give and more willing to serve than yourself. And we just wish you well and good luck on your retirement. I hope that you keep yourself busy with your grandkids and your family and enjoy this time. God's blessings. Bye-bye.
Hi Sally and everybody else who's listening to this video. It is a real privilege to give thanks to God for the ministry that we have shared together, for your partnership. I think back to the beginning of my time serving on the bishop's staff and how much your leadership actually helped me figure out my call, and how grateful I am that you taught me how to do the work of the larger church. Thank you for that, Sally. I loved the many times you would describe our relationship as me driving the bus and you hanging out of the window yelling, "Turn, turn, turn," before I did something crazy and fell off the mountain and crashed. I think that's a great illustration of our relationship in many ways, but I also recognize how you yourself, although you'd hate to admit it, did drive the bus. I think about the many times that you would wake up during the night and have a revelation and jot down a few notes that the next day would save us from having done something really stupid. I especially am grateful for the ways in which you have been a thinking partner through those notes and all kinds of millions of questions that you've asked from different angles of vision than I would ever have come up with. Especially when you can bring to the conversation the perspective of the person we're trying to serve. Sally, you're great at that, helping us think about what it's like to be on the receiving end. Thank you for that. Thank you for the zillions and zillions of late night hours that will never be counted, but I know existed and many times shared with you, that you put into making things happen. All that behind the scenes work that makes what happens actually come off like without a hitch. Thank you for managing the database of the trillions of names of beautiful people whose lives you have touched, some of whom will never know the intentionality that you put into things like housing lists and transportation plans and making sure we had all the right things at the right time in the right place, managing the special needs of both adults and youth. And Sally, thank you for the work you did with the ELCA Youth Gathering, the notebook fiasco / keys to the kingdom of the work we did with the servant events. Wow, thank you for that. So as I sit here and I tell you thank you for a job well done, my friend, I want to say thank you on behalf of the young people all across the church who have no idea how blessed they have been by you, your amazing attention to detail, and the thoughtful questions you've asked on their behalf. We have a world full of faithful young people, and who are now many of whom leaders in our church today because of the work you have done. Thank you so much.